And then you heard 3 songs that were actually requested by Hinske last week. Slipknot, Vermilion, Location Work. I hate Bam's face so much. And then we heard EMF, Unbelievable, Location in Your Basement. That's kind of creepy because this is metal. And then Van Morrison from Location, one of the Cat's litter boxes because Bam's so full of shit and a pussy. Hinske, why do you hate Bam so much?
I don't know. He's all right in my book.
It doesn't seem like it
No, he's fine. Everything's good.
But these dedications clearly are saying something different.
Oh.
These requests and dedications.
Look, that kid, guy, thing, whatever, I don't even know, but I'm going to kick things off by just saying greatest quote of that night was, "This bitch thinks I've got a lisp."
So he has a speech impediment, so you hate him?
No, I mean, it's just, he's so blatantly ignorant to just common sense and, how just how the world and life and all that works. It's like he makes all kinds of just outlandish reasonings and answers and responses to any kind of question that you post up that you are right about. You are right. Okay, that's not an apple, it's an orange. What are you talking about? This is obviously an orange because I picked it up in the grocery store and it was in the section of the oranges. Yeah, but it's red. It's not an orange, it's an apple. That's his confusion. It's like static. It's a lispy static.
And then he goes, there, point made, or what did he say in the last one?
All I'm saying is,
there.
These guys are produce masters, and they put it in the orange section. So I rest my case.
I rest my case. Yeah, that was the discussion Hinske and I were having as that flashback was playing. It's that he seemed to have an answer for everything.
He had an answer for everything, and then at one point he was saying something that I think if anybody held a straight face for, they did not know exactly what the fuck they were talking about. And then right when you're like, could this guy get any dumber? He goes, I rest my case. I'm like, what was your case? That you're a fucking moron? You're a complete tool? That you're doing? The best part about this for me, this is the most comical part about this is this guy has a show called The Metal Massacre. Version 2.0, which I think is even lamer. I mean, even
he's working on 3.0. He's going to have Metal Massacre 3.0 soon.
He just needs to call it the Bam Music Show or Bam Radio Show or some horse shit like that, because I understand he wants to play all these different kinds of music and all, but then you just keep it an open form radio show. He's not metal. The way he sounds isn't metal.
I bet you in the metal world somewhere there's a guy that talks like that normally, but when he actually is in the metal band, he's able to sound like a metal guy growling.
He's probably
That'd be hilarious.
Lisp. He's probably got the lisp, okay, that obviously Bam doesn't have, but
right.
He has the lisp, but when he wears metal shirts and somebody goes, "Hey dude, you want to go to a Nickelback concert? It's going to be pretty fucking metal." He's probably going to kick their ass. That person. Hopefully it's not like a relative or something. But that's usually the response from an actual metal fan. And the idea that Nickelback is metal or him. No.
But Hinske, we're all together in this small universe of internet radio. Why can't we all just get along in our little universe? Why do we have to fight?
And here's the thing. This fucker's got listeners, he's doing something right, I guess. I don't know. But it's so fucking frustrating.
Well, I figure it's called the Metal Massacre because he's just massacring just the whole idea
he should call it
of
the
what
metal
metal
masturbation.
I play with the guys what my listeners want to hear.
You give me shit all the time because you're like, if you're going to start Radio Wars, don't start it with our own DJs. And
right.
And that's perfectly fine as long as our own DJs aren't being complete fucking tools.
Some might say that you're a complete tool, though.
I am a complete fucking tool.
Okay, so you admit to it.
But
Okay.
I'll admit to it when I'm being a fucking
Right.
tool. I'll actually
That's not
admit
his
it on the
answer.
show while I'm doing the show. Be like, oh god, this is probably the worst fucking show I've ever done, and now I got to sit here for another hour and a half to finish it. You know, I'll admit to the listeners in case they're like, oh well, he's not into it. Fuck it, I'm out of here. But I'm not sitting there like, oh, you guys, wait, this could be so sweet. Oh yeah, you got, let's see, Nickelback, back to back with Meatloaf because they're on Roadrunner Records, and then the Steve Miller Band, you back it up. So
Keep on rocking me,
your
baby.
trifecta of metal coming your way.
I laugh as I'm asking that question about in this whole universe because the whole reason I didn't get your requests last week and I was playing them this week is I had to change my IP address that my email goes to because of my fight with Fly Radio.
Nice.
Because he was like, I'm going to, even though I'm sure this wasn't really going to happen, but he
Right.
was like, I'm going to post your IP address on all of the hacker forums I know, and all of the hackers I know are going to get your IP address, and they're going to fuck you.
On top of that threat, you could sue him for.
If something actually happens, not just by the threat, right? If something actually happens.
I would talk to somebody legally. You have it on recording. That's what he threatened to do to you. That's endangering your, whatever. Personal property, however you want to put it, You could arguably have a case.
I didn't want anything to actually happen before that happened because the wheels of justice seem to move very slowly.
Well, you better get to your lawyers before he gets to his. Apparently, he's got like this small fucking army of lawyers that hang out with him and shit stain 69.
Well, let me tell you something, my friend. On Sunday night, early Monday morning at 1 o'clock.
Smackdown?
At 1 o'clock in the morning, we received an email via our web feedback form from a lawyer saying that we need to cease and desist mentioning them because we're defying their caricature.
Caricature?
Or their caricature.
So, wait a minute.
Think on it.
A caricature?
Caricature, yes.
So their lawyers are stupid.
Their lawyers have big... No.
No?
They searched the yellow pages for lawyers in his hometown of Gadsden, Alabama. The very first name that came up in the list, they impersonated that lawyer in an email that they sent to us.
Caricature.
So the director of media relations, we're going to call her, one Ms. April, called that lawyer's office and said, hey, I guess we received a communication from you. I'm not really sure.
Right.
We received a cease and desist via email. She got the person's secretary. The secretary started laughing.
There you go.
She's like, you got what? She's like, a cease and desist via email? Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Let me get your information. We'll call you back. She talked to the lawyer yesterday. She's like, I never heard of y'all.
Nice.
So we sent her all the information about them and the email that they sent us. And yeah. So that's why I say the wheels of justice turn slowly because that station continues to run. But they haven't gotten a phone call yet.
I'm
from this
surprised
lawyer.
you, through everything you've been through, you're not, worried about the likes of like me and Ziggy jumping ship and going to Fly Radio.
Well, it's funny you say that. He says he has 2, maybe 3 new DJs starting soon. Maybe it's you guys. He's just waiting.
Maybe.
He's tuning in, going, these guys are the guys.
Ziggy and I, we wanna jump ship. We wanna get on a radio station that is a vast army of lawyers to protect us. And
yes, because that means entertainment.
And
a radio
obviously,
station surrounded by lawyers who are every moment going, "Oh, you can't say that.
That's
you
right.
can't say that."
That's right. We want Fly Girls, even though Ziggy's married with a kid. We still love Fly Girls. And what else do we need? We need it's either Ziggy and I or Bam. The line has been drawn, and the line has been drawn, and we refuse to be put under such strain and stress as to have to be on a station that caters to guys who say that they're metal and obviously don't have a fucking clue not only of what metal is, but anything else in life.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, maybe that's where the Metal Massacre 3.0 gets launched over there.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
Hey, you can have Ziggy's slot and my slot. Fuck it. It's Metal Massacre 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. Let me stick my dick in my ass, you know, with thorns coming off of it. God, that guy.
Dildo with thorns.
I want to.
It's a bitch coming out.
It's a bitch coming out. That's all I'm trying to say, fellas. Is that she's got a metal dildo with her thorns on it up her ass.